Today, it is tie day at our school, but today you will be watching minor league football as today the Ottawa Cavalry plays the Madison Lynx, and this should be a good one from their practice facility. Both teams sporting a lot of players that want to make the majors. Hello everybody, Chris Slovic along with Alden Betts. And Alden, hey, this could be a defensive game, which is very strange for a minor league game.
Yeah, like you say, very common to see lots of offense in these minor league games, but Ottawa's defense was a big part of their win last week, and Madison, to their credit, although they lost, led the league in fewest passing yards allowed. We'll have to see if that'll be enough to slow down Ottawa's explosive passing game.
And I think it's funny I called you Alden Betts. You're Alden Bleeker, so very sorry about that. You know, that happens, and then you want to just take your hand and put it through the wire and maybe wake me up here, because it's 8 in the morning here in Chiang Mai. But hey, we got Cyrus Jai versus Xander Moon, and I will tell you what, last week we saw Xander Moon. He had flashes of some being good and some being bad. What do you think about the quarterback matchup today?
Well, I think both of these quarterbacks had a fairly good week last week overall, so it really could be one of those games that we saw for Ottawa last week, where it was a defensive struggle the entire time, and then you just saw an explosion of offense. We'll have to see if either of these offenses are up to the task of stopping the other offense.
Ottawa's in the white, and Madison will be in the fuchsia uniforms, and we're underway. And bringing it back right now is Greg Mom. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the pronunciations still right there. And it'll be first down and 10 from the 25. So what are you looking for today? What are you looking for today if you're scouting these teams?
Well, we saw that last week, the passing game was such a heavy emphasis for Ottawa once they finally got it. And really, I think you have to try to stop that if you're Madison.
So Moon is going to go outside to Duncan. Duncan's going to get a gain of 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. They did do this last week, but they don't have to play Randy Squarebush on defense. But anyway, it's going to be second down and 7 as they come out of the backfield. A short passing game so far.
Well, and that's really the thing about Ottawa is they like to sort of continue my point. They like to use the offense to stretch out the passing defense, but it'll be tough to see when Madison's passing defense is so strong.
And the power eye as they go to Duncan right up the middle. They're only going to gain 1 yard there. And that was huge. I mean, only 1 yard. We've got power football now. I want to get some sauerkraut, pork chops, man. Throw gravy on that. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I am quite loving it myself. As an offensive line player, I love these battles up in the trenches. Maybe not so good for fans of big scoring games, but they're great for my perspective.
Third down, Moon over the middle, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Oh my, and that was almost intercepted. Josh Neal, the strong safety, 5'10", 205. It's his second year. He's returning from last season, and it'll be fourth down. Really quickly, our first, here we go. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and role-playing games into one. Team strategies are executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on a virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy, and that is our first punt promotion as Ottawa Cavalry will take over. And you said last week the Ottawa Cavalry defense held them in the game until their offense got clicking.
Well, yeah, and that's exactly what we saw there, right? Ottawa suffocating 3 and out and, really showing promising signs in the secondary there, following that pass all the way down. And as a result, you see here Ottawa in great field possession to start their first possession.
First down, Jive. He's going to go to the right-hand side, and they got Simmons. This is Salmons. Sorry about that. It's going to be a first down. A big game for Salmons. That offensive line, it was like Exodus coming out of Egypt. They just parted the Red Sea, and it's a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, as an offensive line player, I love when a running play comes together like this. He just followed his blocks all the way to the outside, and we even saw some secondary blocks there
Oh,
towards the top.
yeah, yeah, it's like a Picasso, but you got the both eyes on where they should be and not on the same portion of the face. And they go to the Salmons again, and he can't create the magic. Got to be careful about going to the well too many times. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're already in Madison territory. And right now, this could be big because their offense seems to be clicking, even though it's 3 plays.
Yeah, absolutely. This is really Ottawa struggled last week to really get going. So if they could have a drive where they just march down the field, that would be so huge for their confidence.
Third play of the jive. And he hits Tyrus Burns, 6'2", using all of that. 6'2", 176, Tyson Burns, sorry about that. And it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Well, and we saw again there, the sort of the tall ball that we saw from Ottawa last week, just having these receivers who are either tall enough or athletic enough to make these jumps and just put the ball in his hands.
Salmons is short by a yard. He is short by a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And talking about tall, you're right, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". And their tight end is 6'5". It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, and a partridge in a pear tree there. So it's going to be 4th down. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And they're in a power I. This is very big. They're in a 6 front. They could trap against it. Let's see what they do. They are barking out signals. They got to stop it here soon. They might be trying to pull Madison off sides. And they are moving. They might be doing that, and they will. A timeout there. I don't know. Would you have used a timeout this early?
Honestly, I think there's an argument to be made for actually going for it there, because if you fail to convert, then they're on the 30-yard line. I mean, that's effectively the same as if you had punted from the spot where you were originally. Now, I assume for Ottawa, the field goal unit going to be the one that comes out here, but
yeah, here's Jacobson. It would be 50 yards from here, but you know how the kickers are in the major leagues. They miss like 4 in a career. Here, they miss 4 in a game. So here comes Eric Jacobson. He's going to try and raise his stock with a 50-yard field goal. And it'll be up, over, and it is good. Barely over. That needed all the Kleiser slotting it could get. And it is 3-0.
Man, puts his boot through it, but I mean, that just really goes to show you how long this field goal attempt was. Put his entire leg into it, and it just barely scraped over the edge there. A great execution on that field goal there from snap to hold the kick, though.
Well, the Esports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live, linear, and video on demand esports channel available everywhere. Through your smart TV, on your phone, through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. So what do you, any sorts, do you do the same thing or do you tweak the offense? What do you do?
Oh man, it's so tough. I mean, I really think you do have to adjust. Matt, Ottawa was able to get the shutdown 3 and out, and that's a result that you definitely want to avoid. With
Moon to Duncan, he gets hit hard. And I'll tell you what, right now, I want you to comment on Josh Neal. He has been all over the field today, including that concussion-inducing hit.
Yeah, and really, you see a returning player from last season is Josh Neal, and we've seen more and more of these design screen passes, both in the minors and the majors, and he has been all over it, going deep into the coverage.
And this will be right up the middle, and taking a look there, that is Josh Neal again with the tackle, Duncan, and it'll be 3rd down and 6. A gain of about 5 there. 3rd down and 6 for the Madison Link. Xander Moon will be looking right now, probably on one of those screen passes. They do have Ron Haynes there. And here comes Moon. He'll throw over the middle, and there it is. A 1st down right over the middle. And that was Charlie Baker And Charlie Baker, a first down. She really looked good there.
Yeah, well, and that is really just some good simple offense to get this third down conversion that they really needed. Little pitch and catch up the middle there, and
Oh, did
a
you see
great
that
job.
pass? That pass was going quack, 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 quack. I thought somebody was going to pull out a shotgun like Duck Hunt in the old NES with that quack, 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 dead duck pass. My goodness, that thing was wobbling like a planet that just got gravitational pull on it. And Moon to the outside and a close to a first down, but Charlie Baker again, 2 in a row. Some nice catches by her.
Yeah, and this is really so you're starting to see now Memphis or Madison, excuse me. You're starting to see them make these plays and find a rhythm. That really has been what they've needed, with this shutdown Ottawa got on them the first time, is really they need to find a rhythm and they need to start marching down the field. That's exactly what they're doing here.
Here's a power eye right now, and this will be 2nd down and 1. And predictably, they give it to Duncan, and that's going to be a first down. But even though everybody knew it was going to Duncan, they still got the first down there.
Yeah, and you saw sort of towards the top of the play there, Duncan having to almost break the I form, almost go around the outside there. But I mean, I guess it's hard to argue with the result. Another first down for Madison, and they're driving here.
That's all right. We can argue. That's our job. We like to argue. That makes people watch these games. So there we go. Oh, what a stop there. A big one. And Duncan got nothing there. What a stop there by Darren Fields. Fields just came through the middle. It was like a bolt of lightning through a lake.
Well, and this is really what we saw out of Ottawa last week. One of the things that they were able to do so well is just get these guys and gals into the backfield and stop these runs.
Draw to Duncan. It doesn't work. They lose 1 there. He only has 14 yards on 6 carries. And I can count them on my fingers and toes. That's not a good average. And again, I'll tell you what, this defense this time, led by one Mississippi, they're looking good.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as I was saying that Ottawa have done a great job all season shutting down the run game. I mean, we saw it again there.
So Moon, it'll be 3rd down. He's got to throw it again. Right down the middle, a better looking pass and a first down. He's looking good, short, and then all of a sudden, boom, he hits Adrian Ellis. Adrian Ellis, you remember last week, he played some pinball in the end zone. No, he was the one with some great leaping catches last week. He had some acrobatic moves. He's one to watch.
Well, and just a great job, it really has to be said, by Xander Moon to read the entirety of the play there and find a spot that's open near the first down line. A great veteran presence already.
And they go right now to Duncan and right down the field. This is a gain of 6. That's Marcus Duncan. Minor leagues, it's very tough because it's almost like high school football. You get nothing, explosion, big play, but they are driving the ball down the field.
Yeah, exactly. And really, I think that sort of speaks to the mental toughness of Madison. It's very easy to sort of roll over and die when you get, a first drive 3 and out, but they're showing some toughness here and they're fighting back and they're marching down the field. They're not going to settle for a field goal if they have anything to say about it.
2nd and 4, they give to Duncan again and no good. Nothing there. They might have even lost a yard. Timothy Connolly. And, another third and 5 or more. And that's, you can't, even in the majors, it's hard to get 3rd and 5s and more.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the credit to Ottawa's defense for setting up this brick wall, preventing them from even getting short runs.
Moon over the middle, and it's going to be short. And Madison now has a decision to make as Quigmom. And Quigmom gets a few. It'll be 4th and 2.
Well, this has been by far a better drive for Madison. They're getting their space with the running game, and that's creating opportunities for them to pass. I think I don't want to jinx things, but I do think we're going to see a Madison touchdown sooner than later.
Jackson from 44, and it is good. And that is Alex Jackson. A nice field goal here. And in the minor leagues, field goals are basically a coin flip. You get some good, some no good. And Alex Jackson from 44 yards away. And it is an early 3-3 tie.
Well, this is spookily similar to the game that we saw Ottawa play last week against Lincoln. It was a game that was very, very even the entire time until about halfway through the third quarter. Ottawa really started to sort of explode past the finish line. So this could be another one of those games where you see two defenses battling until one offense finally starts to click.
Oh, that's going to be a return there. And for Ottawa, that's going to be Knight, number 13. Michael Knight, he's 6'4", and returning it is 6'4", 200 pounds. He's not a two-way player. Ottawa has 4 two-way players. They have Gus Scott on offense, Dusty Rourke on offense, and Juan Mississippi on defense, and Terrence Pearson on defense. So it'll be first down for Calvary. Cyrus Jive. They're going to the short passing game here. 2 minutes to go here in the first. And that's going to be a nice run up the middle. They might have it, but it's going to be Dwayne Salmons. Dwayne Salmons, a lot of carries here to begin the game.
Well, and that is the run that Ottawa has been looking for all game. We're going to see it again here on replay. Not just these primary blocks, but these secondary blocks towards the first down line and beyond. They almost created enough space for him to just be gone. You know, it was one defender in his way that was able to bring him down, but just a fantastic job of blocking by Ottawa's line there.
Well, that offensive formation is very emblematic because it looks like an arrow, and it's pointing right down the field. Here comes Azami Mahada, and Mahada will get a woolly back to the line of scrimmage, but he gets his hands on the ball there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, both of these teams really struggling with these screen passes. You know, we see a lot of them in the minor leagues and in the majors. Perhaps coaches are finally starting to adjust to them.
Oh, and that goes nowhere as they give it to Salmons. Well, one too many times. And that is very big. That's Joe Boo McSlim. And last week, Joe Boo McSlim had a huge game.
Yeah, absolutely. And poised to have another one here, I would say, even. Just doing a great job sending pressure deep into the pocket, just blowing past his blocks. That is exactly what you want to see from a defensive tackle.
3rd down and right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That was $1 million drop as Tyson Burns. If he would have caught it and gone all the way, he would have made all of the highlight shows and people would have looked at him. But he dropped it. Oh, he's got to feel sick to his stomach.
Oh, man, and just tried to look that one into his hands, but he wasn't quite able to get the hands closed. That certainly would have been a first down, perhaps even a touchdown if he had gotten it closed. This is a real heartbreaker.
I hope he didn't spend too much on dinner because he'll be throwing up after that one. Then it's just wasting money. And this will be returned for Madison. Right here, I don't know if I want to say his name. I don't know if I want to say Big Mom's name right now because that was not great. It's probably like, no, blame it on somebody else. It'll be first down, 31 seconds to go. And Madison is probably going to run the ball and maybe run the quarter out as right now Madison is actually taking a little of the momentum away here. It'll be first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line, half minute to go. They might get 2 more plays off if this is a clock runner. Let's see what they do. Moon to throw. Moon, another screen pass. They go to Duncan, and it's going to be a gain of 2, 2nd down.
Well, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, but both teams really seem to be sticking by this screen pass, even though both defenses have really done a great job defending him. Maybe.
So you're saying my dating life is insanity? Oh, there we go. Xander Moon looking to the near side. Duncan, he gets hit hard there, and that's going to end the first quarter. We'll be back in a second here. It's 3-3 Ottawa and Madison, and we will be back for the second quarter. 3-3 here. We'll be back. Well, we're back here, and yeah, so it's going to be Xander Moon. It'll be a second down, and now third down now. And Moon, it'll be third down here for Madison, right down the middle, and that'll be a first down right through the middle. That's Ellis, and man, Ellis seems to, it's just first two downs, he sits on the side. They go, hey, third down, go in and make a catch.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really been a strategy that's been working for him. You know, you see the slant route here. He had what would have been double or triple coverage. He's managed to evade it completely with the slant route. So these plays where he's expected to go and make a catch have been working out fantastically for Madison's offense here.
Well, it'll be first down and 10 for Madison. Again, they're driving it down the field and looking good here. Power I, and they give it to Duncan. Duncan again lowers his shoulder, and he's going to get 6, and he's into Ottawa territory. Josh Neal has been all over the place. Even though he got 6 yards there, Duncan did. Josh Neal has 6 tackles already.
Yeah, and a fantastic job blocking for the run at the very top of that play. I think it really just goes to show what kind of day Josh Neal is having on defense for Ottawa. You know, the fact that he was able to stop that very beautifully blocked run.
Will be Moon again. It'll be up the middle to Duncan. Duncan will get maybe a yard there. I'm going to say over under 20 tackles for Josh Neal. What do you think? Over or under 20 tackles this game?
I'll take the over on 20.5. He really is in one of those spaces where it seems like whether it's by design or whether it's by accident, he just has really keyed into this Madison offensive game plan, and he's going to be all over them all day.
Well, 3rd and 3, and right down the middle, that's going to be a first down before one Mississippi with the tackle. That was before there, but here Ron Haynes, who's 6'5", he's not part of the tall ball of Ottawa last week, but he is tall. He's 6'5", 255, and that's going to be a very big first down as Madison keeps on the drive alive. It'll be first down and 10, Xander Moon. They're against a 52, an old Wyoming 52. How about that? And back, and again, they go up the middle and getting through, hard hit there, but Marcus Duncan gets 5. It'll be second down.
Well, and as you said, you know, Madison keeping the drive alive. I mean, I really think, you know, in tight defensive contests, which like this one, how it's been so far, I really think that's all you can do is just keep the drive alive and, you know, keep marching down the field as much as you can. That's really all you can hope for.
Power I here. They give to Duncan again right through the middle. It's going to be a gain of 3 down to the Ottawa 30-yard line. It would be a 47-yard field goal if they don't gain another yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 2. I'm getting the feeling they're doing this on purpose to bleed the timeout.
Yeah, you would certainly think so. You know, obviously you would like a touchdown if you're Madison really take control of this game, but certainly some strategical validity to that as well.
So that'll be no good there. I believe Duncan with the carry, and it'll be 4th down and 2. And Alex Jackson will come out, probably one Mississippi again involved in the play, and Jackson will try a 47-yard field goal.
Well, we've seen a 50-yarder made in this game. It was a bar scraper, but certainly within the range of these kickers.
So 47 yards, and this kick will be up. It looked a little wonky coming off, but it's good. It's a 46-yard field goal, and it is now a 6-3 lead for Madison. Really quickly, have you checked out video content produced by our community lately? Catch SFL Crunch Time, SFL Nights with AJ Stryker. Say it with your chest, Netma. Fights and insights and so much more from each team. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab. So it is going to be 6-3, and now Ottawa will be receiving the kick and coming up the middle. And we saw a touchdown last week, but Michael Knight doesn't get there. And, well, it's going to be tall ball for Ottawa. How are they going to use this and get down the field?
Honestly, if I was the coach for Ottawa, I really think, like you say, tall ball. I really think that's how you get around this really high powered defense for Madison. Put it up there for Dusty Rourke and who's 6'5", and Michael Knight who's 6'4", and Gus Scott who's 6'3". I really think you just exploit your height advantage.
Oh, a good catch there to Dusty Rourke. Again, as you said, he's 6'5". He's a two-way player. So he has experience in the majors, but Dusty Rourke trying to get himself better. A big catch. That's his first of the day, and it'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Dusty Rourke has really been, although coming in as a two-way player, she has really been a big part of this Ottawa offense here so far this season.
Screen pass. Oh, that was dangerous, but Salmons, and he'll be 2 yards short. Oh, that had touchdown all the way. That had touchdown all the way, and you could see Chet Maverick's eyes just lighting up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was, I think, the most successful we've seen a team be with a screen pass in this game so far, and that's usually how you like to see it go at the major league level. Lots of space on the sideline.
All right, but they're going to throw, and again, out of the backfield, and that worked as well as putting relish on a peanut butter sandwich. Something that if you try more than once, you're probably throwing up. It'll be 4th down, and Aiden Loft will come in to kick.
Yeah, and as good of a stop as it was for Madison, I think something else that's important to note is they're going to get this ball in fantastic field position. I mean, it's going to be around the 50.
So here's the punt. Almost blocked, and you got to stay off the kicker there. And a very nice punt and great return there. Again, Craig Mom doesn't want me to announce his name right there because of that return. But what coverage by Ottawa. And in a defensive game, that is one of the plays of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ottawa getting the ball, or Madison, getting the ball in fantastic field position, and you really do not want them to get it at the 40, at the 50, God forbid, even beyond the 50.
It'll be 1st down and 10. They hand it off again to Duncan, and Duncan powers his way up. It'll be 2nd and 5, a gain of 5. And I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with the way Madison can drive down the field. If you notice, in higher level footballs, you get the drives, and lower levels, you don't. So that's they're driving. So we're seeing an offense that can really string this together.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really think that's what, Major League scouts and coaches are looking at is, how much can you contribute to that ability to drive.
Screen to Duncan, and he's up to midfield, and a hard hit there. A very hard hit by Mike Carroll, but that'll be a 1st down for Duncan. And Marcus Duncan, now all of a sudden the screen passes are coming out of the backfield. Great protection by the line. It looked good.
Yeah, both of these teams, it really seems like, have finally figured out what the missing ingredient was. And you're going to see 66 following that all the way, getting ready to throw a great block up there, just not quite able to get there to get the stop. But it's a new set of downs for Madison, and they're where they would have liked to have been off the punt return.
Oh, they give it to Duncan again, and Duncan is starting to, that defensive line has to start feeling it. I mean, all the times they've been on the field, all of the action they've seen, and you can see their stamina is going down as Duncan gets 6 yards here.
Yeah, and that's really the thing, that can potentially be advantageous for Madison is the longer they stay on the field, the longer Ottawa's defense has to stay on the field. And, that they could very easily wear out Ottawa's defense.
Duncan with the leg power. That's going to be a 1st down. Past the 40-yard line. Duncan using his legs. Yes, he had blocks, but he was tackled 1 yard short. And watch his leg power right now after he gets hit right there.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Just keeping his legs pumping all the way. If you hadn't seen a player hanging off him with your own eyes, you'd be hard-pressed to believe it even happened.
And Juan Mississippi is from Denver. He's a two-way player, and that's going to be Duncan on the near side, and that's going to be a nice gain of 5 there. It'll be 2nd and 5. But, yeah, that's Juan Mississippi. He was a two-way player from Denver. So we're not having, new people hanging off him. We're having people with experience hanging off of him, and he's still getting a 1st down.
Yeah, Randy Squarebush, really one of the most impressive pure runners in the history of the SFL. I really think, we're seeing that Marcus Duncan has that potential as well.
Well, it'll be second down again at 52. Wyoming 52. They might blitz, and there it is. They go up the middle, and that's going to be Marcus Duncan. And I saw that the gap opened by the blitz. He just turned that in. That wasn't a counter. He just found the opening right there, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and that's really, something that you're really looking for an SFL level running back is their vision to find space, not only to follow block, but to find space when they don't have that block.
Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh, that didn't work. I mean, I would have started announcing names, but Duncan got hit by everything, including them, their whole families, their cars they live in. I mean, I don't know. They just got hit by everything, and it's going to be 4th down, and now Ellis has to punt.
Yeah, and really, Madison doing what they've done so well all game, just marching down the field, not quite able to get past the 50 this time, but this will be a good defensive position for Madison, all things considered.
Oh, that looked like a high school punt. Oh, that was terrible. But it gets to the 11-yard line really quick. The SFL convention is coming to Las Vegas Strip July 10th through 12th. I want to be there. I want to be there. I'm letting everybody know I want to be there. HyperX Esports Arena at the Luxor will host the season kickoff featuring all 28 teams in action. Live commentary throughout the day, every game on the big screens, and your chance to be introduced to the world as a football star. Room rates are just $80 per night stay. Visit simulationfl.net/convention for more information and to reserve your room. And they go to the far side, and that's going to be Dwayne Salmon's 1st down, and that is finally starting to work.
Yeah, we've seen both teams really trying to make these screen passes work, and that is basically the ideal situation. When you have that screen pass caught, you want to have as much space down the sideline as you possibly can. He had more than 10 yards easily and does a great job of just turning on the Jets, ignoring the defense, and just getting as much distance out of it as he can.
This is almost like, Cyrus Jive is having a great day. All he is like he's just throwing screen passes. They're getting all the yards, and it'll be 1st down. Nobody in the backfield. He pump fakes it, throws a quack, duck. Somebody shot that in midair, and I saw that thing flip over. Yeah, they had to tackle, but my goodness, did you see that thing flip over? That was like an asteroid.
Yeah, that was a trick shot almost, that throw. Just fortunate that didn't hang in the air any longer than it did. That would have been going the other way.
Yeah, that was a spiral challenged pass. I mean, there was nothing there, and that was a nice one. That's going to be to Gus Scott, a two-way player there, and a 1st down. But we're going to be at the warning. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. And right now we're going to have the SFL has partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution. Live and in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are in the works. Visit raredrop.co for more info on what the company does in the gaming community, and follow Rare Drop Sports on Twitch at twitch.tv/rdsports. Well, it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the half. And the handoff here, and that was not what they wanted. Dwayne Salmon's nothing there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and a brick wall from Madison there. I mean, that's really something that we would associate with Ottawa, their run defense. But now the tables have turned on Ottawa's running defense, or running offense, excuse me.
It'll be 2nd down, and they got the pace of a student with a, project due tomorrow. We'll get it to when we get to it. And Jive again to the outside, a 3rd and 2. He's inbounds, and that's Gus Scott with the catch.
A little bit of involuntary acrobatics there as a fantastic job to hold on to the ball. My goodness.
3rd and 2, and again, it's as what we call in Thailand, sabai. You get to it when you get to it, or inshallah if you're in the Middle East. That kind of offense at midfield. Back is Jive, and he throws that one. He hits the logo in the middle of the screen, but Joe McSlim came in there, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, and this is a great job. Basically all drive, we've seen Madison sending pressure on the run, sending pressure on the pass, and they do a great job to get a deflection there. Quite frankly, Ottawa should be counting their lucky stars that it wasn't a sack.
So it's going to be 4th down, and now they're going to punt. I think that if you're Madison, you can't have a turnover. I would say that Madison would probably. Is that Quag again? I think that's Quag. Yeah, number 16. That's Quag Bomb right there. But it'll be a 1st down. Loft, a good kick, but what do you do? I mean, if I were Madison, I'd just basically take a knee.
Yeah, this is. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on how much you trust your offense. I think that's what's going to be the test here because Ottawa has 2 timeouts. So
Well, it'll be
I
1st down
think
and 10. You're right there. They have 2 timeouts, but it's almost like there's a run up the middle, and that's going to be Marcus Duncan. But then again, if Ottawa uses the timeouts, you can basically take a knee on 3rd down, and there'll be 6 seconds to go. And
that is
it'll
very
be
true.
2nd and 9, and it looks like they're just going sabai. So 2nd and 9. Madison will have it. Xander Moon. He's going to throw, actually, but it's going to be screen. A little deception, and he just got clobbered. That's Juan, Mississippi, number 58. You just got to take a look at him because he is, I know he's a two-way player, but he's all over the place today.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really with returning players and two-way players, I really think that's one of the strengths of the SFL development system is that you have all this experience on the field, even with completely new players.
20 carries for Marcus Duncan. He can't keep that up as we go to the half. He's on pace for 40 carries. I don't think he can keep that up. But it's going to be halftime. It's Madison 6, Ottawa 3. In a game that is all defense. Who knows? Maybe it's like every other sport. They're feeling each other out, and it ends up 44-40. But right now it's 6-3. And give me some of your impressions of that 1st half.
Well, we predicted that this could be sort of a defensive struggle, and you see as you compare the 2 teams, both Madison has broken into the triple digits, but very comparable numbers, all things considered. A brick wall in terms of run defense for Madison here. But they really have done the better job marching the ball down the field. And so I think the key to this game, if you're Madison, is to keep the ball in your hands, keep going down the field, because they've shown that good things can happen when they do that. Meanwhile, I think if you're Ottawa, you've really got to keep your offense clicking. You've got to find a way to get the running game to work more consistently. And then I think you've also got to find a way to really get your passing game off the ground as well. And we've seen last week that they can make those adjustments. Like you said, on paper, their win last week looked pretty convincing, but they really didn't get to that position until about halfway through the 3rd quarter. So we'll have to see if they can do the same thing here this week.
Yeah, late starting teams really penalize you if you have talent. And Ottawa has a lot of talent. They have 4 two-way players. And that's 2 on offense and 2 on defense. So right now they're going to get the ball. And I understand that you want to do certain things and get people involved because this is the minors and you want to get. But you also want to win because there is something to winning a game. That's the intangible. And all, as you say, all things considered, you pick the winner, the one that can win games. You might even give up a little bit of talent over that. And Michael Knight, he only gets up to the 21 on that one. So now all of a sudden your adjustments offensively for Ottawa, what would you do?
Oh man, I really, usually you would use the run game to set up the passing game. I really think that almost you kind of tend to want to do the opposite. You had a passing game that's worked really well, but you've been struggling on the run game. Maybe use passing game to stretch out and create space for your run game.
Well, they give it to Salmons up the middle, and that'll be about a gain of 2 up to the 23. Dwayne Salmons, he's 6'1", 215. He doesn't really have the leg power, I mean, he does, but he's not showing it here, but it'll be 2nd down and 8. And Cyrus Jive hasn't been really used too much.
Yeah, but as you say, he's got that very, sort of classic power back, that very classic power back there.
Through the middle, and a 1st down here. What a catch by Michael Knight. Michael Knight using all of his 6'4", 200 for that catch. They're running right towards the 1st down marker, and that's it. They're just getting 1st downs.
Well, and that's I think the secret to their passing game's continued success. Like we keep saying, this tall ball, Dusty Rourke is 6'5", Michael Knight is 6'4".
So here's Jive. Dive to the near side. Oh, that's it. He wants to erase that. He wants to take the world's biggest magnet right now and go to every single tape and just erase everything there. Michael Knight does not want, and look, they put his name in a big logo saying he's the one that just dropped the ball.
Oh no, yeah, and just as we were talking about the tall ball style, more of a route intensive pass there, and he was in a good position to pick up some yards after catch, but the number of yards that you pick up after catch when you don't catch it is 0.
Well, it's funny because he just made a lot of these nice catches, and then when he drops, it goes, Michael Knight, and then shows him 10 times dropping it. So he's got to be like, come on, show the catches. And that's going to be up the middle, and a nice hard run by Dwayne Simmons. Dwayne Simmons is 5 yards a carry. And mathematically, I mean, yes, 1st down, but you got to worry about overuse. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, and 5 yards per carry, but it really doesn't feel like that with how stifling Madison's run defense has been this game.
3rd down and 5. And let's see what they do here. Back to throw is Jive. Jive will throw to the outside. It's going to be caught by Sammons and a 1st down. Up to the 44-yard line, Dwayne Sammons. He's touching the ball all over the place, but hey, is he going to have any gas left in the 4th quarter? Or is it going to be some of that? We're going to have to inject some of that, corn alcohol in them that they use in Brazil.
Well, I think really part of the success that you're seeing for Ottawa on offense now is that the offensive line is just giving Cyrus Jive so much time to set up here now.
And right up the middle, Sammons, and he doesn't get anything. And when you see that defensive line right there, I mean, my goodness, you had Alvarado, who was very big last week. He came in there, and also you had Lear, Alvarado and Lear combined there. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10, and Jive is back there all alone. It's all him. He's got 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. 2nd and 10. Jive through the middle. It's going to be caught in a 1st down. A big 1st down there. Dusty Rourke, his 2nd catch of the day. A big one. He's a two-way player.
And that is just another example of what I was talking about, how this offensive line is giving Cyrus Jive all the time that he needs, even on these quick throws. It gives him time to find the ideal option, and he finds Dusty Rourke exactly where she is and puts the ball right in her hands.
Well, we know that Sammons is getting the ball. There's Sammons up. He spun a little too early, and he's showing a little more leg power. That's his 10th carry. 10th carries now for 47 yards as he gains 7 there, and it'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, he's been struggling a bit to run the ball, but, if he's able to get some of these good blocks, I mean, it's as we say, he really has that sort of classic power back build. And so sometimes, even if he comes into traffic, he can still pick up some good yardage and keep these drives alive for Ottawa. He's put them in a great position here with 2nd and short.
2nd down and 3 now for Cyrus Jive. He's got, of course, Sammons to his right. And Jive is going to throw downfield, right down, and that's going to be a catch. Oh, what a catch, and that was a big one. And, you take a look at Dusty Rourke. We keep saying this, but she has 3 catches on the day. It's going to be a 1st down, and all 3 have been very big.
Man, and talk about your girl power. Dusty Rourke just going up in the cornerback's face and bringing down the ball, taking advantage of her natural athleticism to just burn the defense. My goodness. How do you stop Dusty Rourke?
Well, you know what Michael Knight's thinking. He's like, hey, wait a second. I had great catches too. Why do I get my name up in the logo when I drop it 5 times? He's like, what the heck? But it's all right. Rourke deserved that one. It'll be first down out of the backfield. Rare, and oh, what a move there. And that's Azami Mahata. Azami Mahata, a gain of 8. It'll be second down. A rare catch for him, but he's showing some stuff there.
Yeah, and this is really we're starting to see exactly what we saw last week for Ottawa. They really struggled in sort of a defensive brawl, but they started to pick things up in the third quarter. That's exactly what we're seeing again.
And that's going to be the left side. He might have it. Salmons scores! Salmons scores, and that's going to be Dwayne Salmons, and it's now 9-6. A big touchdown off the left side, and that was really big. What a run by Salmons, but what blocking. He could have drove a Mack truck along with 3 bulldozers through that hole.
Man, and you want to talk about a long-awaited touchdown. They have been so frustrated trying to run the ball, and just fantastic blocks all the way up front gave him all the space he needed to run that thing in at an angle, and that is a beautifully executed play by Ottawa. They're going to hope that they can keep it up.
So visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus features from our content team, including Swamp Talk, Power Rankings, and many more feature series. Did he miss that extra point? No, he made it. He missed it. No, he made it. He made it. Sorry about that. Power Rankings and many more feature series. See all the league's records, team stats, player leaderboards, and the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. SFL.net, your home for everything SFL. Well, I want to catch an episode of Netma. I keep saying Netma every week, and I want to catch an episode of Netma. And that would be big. We had a return for a touchdown last week, but Craig Mam will have a first down here. Not the greatest day returning, but he could be a threat.
Yeah, it's really one of those things that you never really know when it's going to happen. And both of these teams' returners have done their best to put their teams in good field position.
It's like my car starting. You never know when it's going to happen. Sometimes they're 6 times. And that's going to be a draw, and there's no way. Marcus Duncan, that's his 21st carry. He doesn't have 50 yards. He must have swore at a coach or something, because he's taking punishment. And everybody knows it right now. And right now, all of a sudden, Ziggy Blaylock comes through and just kills him. So it'll be second down for Madison. 2nd and 12. Halfway through the third, it's 10-6. They hand it off again up the middle. And Marcus Duncan is 22nd carry. A gain of 22 carries, I believe 51 yards. He broke 50. How about that? He broke 50 and it took him 22 carries.
Yeah, and this is really going to be a tough situation now for Madison. They were hoping one of those 2 runs was going to set them up on a 2nd and short or even a 3rd and short, but oh man, this is so tough.
Oh wow, and it's going to be right down the middle, easy for Ellis. Reason why they don't care about that is they got Ellis. He comes down. Ellis only catches it on 3rd down. I believe that's his 3rd catch of the day. All of them have been on 3rd downs that I can remember, and it'll be a first down and 10. So hey, just take a knee the first 2 times so you don't turn it over and throw it to Ellis.
Yeah, that might be a valid strategy at this point. He really does a great job when he comes over to the middle.
So just take a knee here. It's first down and 10. And Moon again, he's going to throw. A lot of time there. Marcus Duncan, that didn't work. He tried to lower his shoulder. And I just saw Terrence Pearson come in, a 2-way player from Jacksonville, and level him.
Yeah, we've seen, it's been sort of a mixed bag, these designed screen passes here so far. You really wonder if one team's going to be able to be successful with it, or if it's going to be that same way all night.
So up the middle again, Marcus Duncan takes his punishment. That's okay, because Ellis will be going over the middle to get a first down in the next play. But yes, when you say mixed bag, it's like when you're a kid and you got those candy bars, and nobody liked Mr. Good bars. Everybody, when you got those miniatures, everybody left the Mr. Good bars there. And you had a whole thing of Mr. Good bars, or it's like strawberry ice cream and chocolate vanilla strawberry metropolitan ice cream. It's like it's all there. But it'll be third down right through the middle, and there it is. What I tell you, why even commentate? Everybody knows what's going to happen. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and as you say here, I mean, this has been such a reliable option for Madison. When they're able to march down the field, that's really how they're able to pick up these third down conversions. Is just a quick pitch and catch up the middle from Xander Moon to Adrian Ellis, and this is something that they're going to continue to build on, I think.
I want them to give it to Tank. It'll be first down. They go to the outside, and that's Charlie Baker. And Charlie Baker, well, nice reception there, and she got 8 down to the 31. It'll be second down and 2.
Well, I am a big fan and a big supporter of fullbacks in this game as well. And, it really, in games where you're struggling on offense, sometimes you have to think outside the box. Maybe you draw up some fullback passes. Who knows?
I'll tell you what, one of the most explosive plays you can have in football is the fullback up the middle, because they can gain 20 very quickly. Here's Duncan again. You can see Duncan is getting the holes there. He's running like he's in quicksand right now. It's a first down, but his speed has noticeably dropped.
Yeah, I mean, celebrating a great job getting a new set of downs here, and man, 46 throws an incredible block up front. That is a great job of buying him space to get across the line.
Yeah, Tank Williams, you got to give it to Tank. 46 Tank. And Tank Williams, 6'4", 254. You got to give it to Tank. Let's see if they give it to Tank here. It'll be first down and 10. And they give it to, oh, that's punishment there. It's punishment, man. It's like you're working in a group in a classroom, and the other 3 are just looking at you going, yeah, you're going to do all the work. We're just here to get the grade. And my goodness, he's got to be hurt.
Yeah, man, and that's, as much as we were talking about Madison potentially being able to exhaust Ottawa's defense, it's very possible that we could see the opposite, where they exhaust themselves on offense.
Well, Zane Beard comes in. He's new. This is his first play in the game. We saw Zane Beard last week a lot, and you can see he's getting through the holes here. It'll be 3rd and 7. That's a lot. New stamina means new options.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and credit to the Madison coaching staff for being very crafty about their player stamina here.
3rd down and 7. They're going to look all the time, and whoa, almost intercepted. That was almost picked off. My goodness, Kevin Smoker almost ran the smokehouse, and he almost ran it the other way. He almost did, and it'll be 4th down. Alex Jackson will come in to kick. That was almost 6 the other way.
Yeah, boy, I bet you Madison will be very glad to even have a chance at this field goal. That the position that interception would have come in very easily could have been a pick six, as you say.
That would have been a game changer. I mean, we would be talking about other things. Easily, we'd be talking about other things here for the 4th quarter, because that would have been not much of a game changer. But he dropped it, and that is slow. Blocked! It hit him right in the gut! It hit him right in the gut! And I don't even think he tried to block it. It hit him right in the gut. My goodness, when you take a look at that, that was, let me give him credit, Rob Gesser. It hit him right in the gut. His gut was sticking out. He looked like Santa Claus. And it came out, hit him on the underside of the gut. I don't know if he can even breathe, but I can tell you what, his dinner from tonight is going to be all over the field.
Yeah, man, and that is so huge for Ottawa, because now they have the opportunity to make it what would be a 3-score game.
And right down the field, that is for Ottawa, Gus Scott with the catch. He's a two-way player. And it'll be 2nd down. The SFL's minor league. SFLm is how you, the viewers, can get involved in the action. Create a player today and get on the field to begin your professional football journey through our website at simulationfl.net. The minor league season continues next Friday, but it's not too late. There's still 2 months to get your player ready for the next rookie draft in June. The SFL, where the viewers are the superstars. And that's going to be a first down, Salmons. And my goodness, now they're starting to get it down the field.
Yeah, and really, I mean, I don't think we can overstate how big this is for Ottawa. As I said, if they get a touchdown here, it would then be a very firmly a two-score game.
Oh, almost intercepted there. And that was John Fowler, almost went the other way. I'll try and overstate it. This is biblically atomic for Ottawa right now. This is, how should I say, exponentially biblically atomic for Ottawa to get a first down here. In fact, it is life or death not only for us or the planet, but for the galaxy, as it'll be 2nd and 10, and all of our lives depend on this play. Back to throw, jive. He's going to go to the backfield, and after all that height, Dwayne Simmons gets about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the Avengers had to get 2 tries to get win the Infinity War, so they'll get one more chance here. And really, it has to be said for Ottawa that they're doing a good job getting themselves into a position to do something with the turnover here.
Our first play of the 4th quarter is always sponsored by APM Music. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. I love this. I need one for myself. To explore their library and to find the perfect track for your project, visit apmmusic.com. And you said, I think that the stick guy got taken out. And what a catch there by Tyson Burns.
Yeah, and that is a very close 4th and inches. It's literally touching the line. Oh my goodness.
Well, Aiden Loft is coming in to punt. I think the one thing you don't want is to get Madison up there so they could try another field goal. They hit somebody in the gut. Oh, it's a fake! It's a fake! And he gets sacked! And that wasn't... there's so many things we can comment on. Number 1, the fake punt. If you do it, you got to do it all the way. Second of all, Loft having to throw a pass. Third of all, the field position given up. My goodness, everything went wrong.
What in the world did we just see? I mean, certainly credit to Ottawa for the creative play calling, but it did not work out for them. I mean, it was that was a hand punt against themselves. That was truly insane.
Well, that was as bad as that play call to Duncan, who lost 4 there. Both were bad, but one lost 20 and gave great field position. If I were texting on that last play, I'd say W2H, and I'd say H instead of the other letter because we are a family show. And sometimes, though, I let my mouth slip, but it'll be 2nd down and 14. At least with Madison's error in their play calling, they get a few more times. They also got Ellis that'll go over the middle and get a 1st down. But they go out of the backfield, Duncan, and he gets back to the line, and it's Ellis time for field goal yardage. It's Ellis time.
And Ottawa really playing with a chip on their shoulder after that disastrous fake punt play call, really doing everything they can to get the ball back in their offense's hands, even if it means potentially giving up a field goal here. I think they'd prefer that than giving up a touchdown.
3rd down, they got 6 up front, and they drop back 2, and it's almost going to Ellis. And when you have 6 people covering Ellis, mathematics dictates that somebody else is open. And now Pete Ellis, the punter, he'll come out to kick a totally different player.
Yeah, and oh man, that was one of the most bizarre sequences of events I think I've ever seen in my time commentating SFL games.
You know what's funny is the guy that called that, or the person that called that fake punt for Ottawa. Tell you what, right now they're sighing relief. Because they're like, oh, good, everybody's going to forget about that call because it didn't lead to a score. And it led to a touchback there. My goodness. And Ottawa will get the ball back. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, and isn't that bizarre? I mean, that seemed like it was going to be a backbreaker for Ottawa. I think you really have to give their defense some credit for having the mental fortitude to after such a disaster to stick in there and get the ball back.
Cyrus shy of a first down here. First down on their own 20. Cyrus is going to look, and he dodges one. He throws it behind him. That's actually going to be a lateral to Salmons. He's got to be very careful about that. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and oh man, just was running out of options there. Had to do something.
Oh my goodness. If he would have dropped that, that would have been a live ball. I believe that was a lateral. It was behind him. The side or behind is considered a lateral in the pro rule book. And it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11 now. And they're going to play close to the vest, and they give it to Dwayne Salmons. And Dwayne Salmons, 6'1", 215. But now he has up to 14 carries. He has some stamina, but you can't keep going to him.
Well, and this is a stern defensive performance from Madison as well. You know, we saw that great defensive performance by Ottawa that prevented the field goal, and now Madison thinking about getting the ball back in fantastic field position here.
Right down the middle, it hit him in the back. I don't know whether that's going to be let's see what that penalty is. This might be a very big call. And it is personal foul. Face mask, and it's going to be a first down. So Madison, the first down. They tried to get it to Harry Harper, was incomplete. And let's see, this is, Alvarado. I don't see a face mask there. It must have been somewhere else. Oh, no, I see it.
Pulled him down by the back of his helmet there. That is I mean, and you can't do that. I mean, that would have been a stop that would have put Madison in such fantastic field position. But because of the face mask, 15 yards and a new set of downs, that is so bad for Madison.
This is why people, they pick that's why we play these games and have scores instead of just having scrimmages. It's because you want to see the winners, and people like that can't do that. And that's going to be right down the middle. But I want to go to this. You know, winning games has a huge impact, as that is caught by Michael Knight. But, you know, winning games has such a huge impact because you want to draft winners also.
Mm-hmm. Well, and just from an intangible perspective, I think, you know, you're really looking for someone who has a humble mindset, who win, lose, or draw is going to show up and do what they're supposed to do.
Guy to the outside. Oh, that was dangerous. And kind of choking us. That's going to be Gus Scott with the catch. Gus Scott, another, we told you about him. He's a two-way player. But it's going to be 3rd down. And you have options here. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you have options. But, I mean, both of these defenses have been pretty effective at stopping 3rd down conversions here. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, they jumped off sides. They're going to get 2 chances at this. They sack him, but it's not going to count. And it'll be an offsides on Madison. Of course, the guy that sacked him, jumped off sides. And that'll be number 98, Dean Lear. And I'll tell you what, right now, this is Madison doing everything they can to help Ottawa. Right now, Madison, their defense is the MVP of this game.
Yeah, I mean, Madison should have had a stop twice now. I mean, just penalties that are shooting themselves in the foot here. That is so tough to see if you're a Madison fan.
It's interesting because you want to go to Salmons, but he is so right now used. I don't know. Oh, they did it again. Same guy. And a first down. They're going to keep this, though. They're going to keep this in Salmons a first down. So they're going to keep the run. It'll be offsides against Madison. And they ran right to the hole where he's eager, and that's exactly what you do when you got an eager lineman.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to chalk it up to the fact that, you know, Madison really felt like they should have gotten 2 stops. You know, they're really doing whatever they can to get into the backfield and get these stops, but you really cannot get these offside because of these offside penalties. Ottawa have gotten a chance to push it down the field past the 50 now, and
that was on Mike. Go ahead. That was on Mike Mello. Sorry about that.
No, and they're going to push this. It looks like to the very edge of a 1-score game.
And it's going to be Dwayne Salmons out of the backfield. Yeah, that last one, I want to make it clear that was on number 55 there, Mike Mello. Mike Mello right now is like, couldn't you keep it on somebody else because he's not a registered player? But, you know, Dwayne Salmons, He's caught all 6 balls that have been thrown to him, and he's going to get a lot of catches. Not a lot of yards, though. It'll be second down. Jive to the near side, and what a catch there by Dusty Rourke. I believe the 4th or 5th catch of the day, but this one will be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and she has really been sort of part of this, tall ball system that Ottawa have been using. Unable to get much yardage after the catch there. You certainly would have liked this to be a 3rd and short, but 3rd and medium, this feels like it's manageable for Ottawa, doesn't it?
3rd and kilometer instead of a mile, I would say so, and that would be a pass down the middle. Will be 3rd down, and let's see if and they jump. Guess what they do?
Oh.
Guess what they do? And it'll be a 1st down to Gus Scott. Now, Gus is hoping that they keep his catch instead of the penalty so he can have the yardage and look good. Let's see what happens. And yeah, it is offsides. We know that. Let's see if they accept, though. And it'll be a decline, so that's good. That's Gus Scott going, hey, look, I get another catch. That's good.
Yeah, man, and these offsides are so rough for Madison. I mean, again, you certainly can't fault them for wanting to stop this dynamic performance from Ottawa.
Well, it'll be 1st down and 10, and I got a great reminder after this play to tell people unless this is a touchdown. So Jive is going to give it to Salmons. Salmons a gain of 3, but I want to remind people that coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues this weekend with a pair of quarterfinal doubleheaders at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You won't want to miss all the top teams this season in action defending their home turf, including title favorites Vancouver and Baltimore. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your area. Those will be great matchups here. It'll be 2nd and 7. I'm looking forward to that, and that's going to be a catch tiptoeing. And you want to see that. Tiptoeing is Sean Baker. He's 6'4", 250, and he got his feet down for a catch.
Man, that is the most built ballerina you will ever see.
Oh, even more than Baryshnikov and Nijinsky. My goodness, those people. Nijinsky used to smoke a cigarette during performances. I've never seen that. That's pretty good. And that is, you're right, they are. And it's like gymnastics, but you can break your neck if you fall. And so it's like super gymnastics. So it'll be Salmons up the middle. It'll be 4th and 2. And, well, Jacobson's going to come out to kick.
Yeah, and really, oh man, it was a rough defensive drive for Madison. Got those 2 stops that were overturned by penalties, and they just a good job overall, I would say, hanging with Ottawa to hold them to a field goal rather than a touchdown. I mean, I think we're looking at Ottawa firmly in control, whereas now they're going to have to get a stop on defense.
It is, and this will be Eric Jacobson. They're going to move. They're going to let the clock bleed here, and it'll be on the ground. And blocked again.
Oh!
That's another block. This might go, and it's going to be who got it. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a 1st down for Madison. That's 2 block kicks in one game, and they are so slow. Owen Ward is hurt. Of course, it hit him right in the stomach again. Owen Ward is hurt, and it'll be a 1st down for Madison. Now, Madison can win the game. They can win the game with a touchdown. Oh, Owen got hit hard.
Yeah.
No, that's actually going to be, that's not Owen. Or is it Owen but anyway, no. The blocker just got nailed right in the stomach, and it'll be 1st down for Madison now.
Yeah, man, shades of what we saw last time around, and it almost feels like this is the second chance for Madison to redeem themselves from the football god.
Oh, it is. It'll be 1st down. Xander Moon in through the middle, and he can't have it. Oh, that was close. That was close. Charlie Baker going over the middle, but, Adrian Ellis owns the middle, and Baker couldn't get it. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pass was a good idea, just underlet it a little bit, or overlet it, I should say, and not quite able to get to it, but a good idea on that pass. Madison perhaps thinking vertical this drive.
2nd down now for Madison. And 4:08 to go here in the game, and this is it, the game. Over the middle, and it's going to be caught. And what did we say? It's Ellis's territory. And it'll be 1st down and 10. Ellis doing a great job.
Yeah, Ellis up the middle, and just what we saw last time. This great slant route up the middle that he's been using all game long, and You know, if Madison are in fact hoping to go more vertical, he's a great player to have succeeding.
They got time to do this. They got time to run whatever they want, even running it. That's going to be a draw play up the middle, and they get right back to the line. They're hurrying up, but I think they're doing this more for security reasons in case they don't get anywhere. Or if they get down the field and want to kick a field goal, they got all 3 timeouts. Moon again, he goes down, and that was a nice sack there by, whoops, sorry about that. Well, I thought it was 42, and I was maybe wrong there. Third down, Moon to the outside. This is not going well. That is not going well. Tank Williams finally gets the ball, and it'll be 4th down, and now they got a punt.
Well, and this is going to be really, I think, a golden opportunity for Ottawa to put a dagger in this game. You know, they have 3 timeouts, effectively 4 once you account for the 2-minute warning, and they're going to try to march down the field and either get a field goal, get a touchdown, or just run out the clock, honestly.
I'm going to say that was more of a disaster than that fake punt. That fake punt was one thing, and this was 3 plays that were absolutely disastrous.
Well, I think you also have to go back to the fact that Madison previously had those 2 drives that, you know, they would have gotten that first stop of the 2 that was interrupted by penalties. They would have gotten the ball punted from inside the 20 of Ottawa.
Oh, the fullback right there. My goodness. Azami Mahata goes up, and there it is. That is the Joba McSlim with the stop there. But it'll be 2nd down. They're letting the clock run, and we should get to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I really think this is smart on Ottawa's part, knowing that Madison really wants all 4 timeouts to use it themselves.
So they go, and that's going to be the left-hand side, Dwayne Simmons, and that's going to be a hard hit. They actually snapped it before the warning, and they didn't need to. So they actually gave Madison an extra timeout. 3rd down and 5 when we come back. And I'm not saying the game's on the line, but it's really going to shape it. So Ottawa 10, Madison 6. As we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 5. This is big. You got Sammons. Everybody knows Sammons is getting the ball. It is 3rd down and 5. And guess what they do? They give it to Sammons. He's short. He's short. It takes 2 people, but he gets him short, and Madison's going to use a timeout here. It'll be 4th down, and now they got a punt, and this is Aiden Loft's punt here will be huge.
Yeah, do not fake if you are Ottawa here. That's the first thing. But second of all, this is really a chance for Ottawa. You know, they really, although they had to expend a timeout, they're going to be in decent field position that I think they can make 2 timeouts work.
Yeah, and you know what? Do something we don't expect. Take a safety, Ottawa. See what happens. And anyway, it's going to be high and deep. This will be back to Madison. They're going to return this one. And again, this is not the greatest. Is Craig Baum. And Craig Baum will get it, and he's not had a great day. But here comes Xander Moon, and it's all up to him. 1:48 and 2 timeouts, so it depends on the 4 and out here. Remember, Ottawa had a field goal block, so even if they turn around and get a field goal with under a minute to go, if this goes 4 and out, it's not over. But it'll be 1st down, Moon. Moon will go to the near side. It is caught, and Marcus Duncan, he goes inbounds and not what they wanted. He goes inbounds. It'll be 2nd down.
It's going to force him to go clock.
It will. It's going to be 2nd down here. Back to throw. Moon again to the outside, and they are just going to Marcus Duncan. They got to do something else. They got to do something else.
This is great by Ottawa, forcing them to stay in bounds, forcing the clock to keep running.
Owen Ward is out of the game. Owen Ward is out of the game. He got hit, remember, in that fake field goal. He's out of the game, so he will no longer be returning. But this is 3rd down now. 3rd and 9 for for Madison. This is so big. 1:26 to go. Moon. Of course, they're waiting to go to Ellis, and they go. It's almost intercepted. It's 4th down, and with 1 timeout, this is the game. This is the game right now.
I literally have goosebumps on my arms right now. I know the viewers at home can't see it, but I literally have goosebumps. This is such an exciting end to this game that we have on tap.
Oh, yeah, it is, and it's going to be 4th down and 9. We might have more excitement if they can hit Ellis over the middle. Let's see if they try and hit Ellis over the middle. You know you got to be covering him. It's going to be 4th and 9, and this is it. They'll just take a knee. They got 1 timeout. They throw in the middle, and it's got to be caught. And guess what? It is Ellis down the middle, and a 1st down. They got to hurry it up.
That's huge.
Oh, that is. Now we got more excitement. I'm 1 chicken nugget away from a heart attack here. They throw it down the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. They tried to hit Ellis again, but it's not 3rd down, so he didn't catch it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Oh man, Madison really starting to find their rhythm. You do not want to use this timeout until you are, or you don't want to have to use it anyway until you are far down the field. Madison gonna try to keep marching past the 50. If they could get past the 50 with this one play, that would be huge.
2nd down and 10. And there's 1:06 to go in the game. This is it, 10-6. Madison, they're going to take a look. Moon, they'll dump it over the middle, and there's Ellis. He makes a move. They're going to be short. No, that wasn't. That was, sorry about that, Quake Mom. And Quake Ma'am again. It'll be 3rd down and 3. They have 1 timeout, but they're going to keep it. 50, 49, 48. Moon again on 3rd down. They're looking. He goes down, and it's 4th down. They got to call timeout. No. And what would you do? It's 4th down and 7. And if they don't get this, it's over.
Oh, they have to go for it is the thing. I mean, there's no, not going for it would be equivalent to surrendering.
Just punt now. Punt at midfield and see what happens.
Right. It's, oh man, it's so tough because it's like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short, right, where you can go for a fullback run and maybe find an advantageous way to go into clock position, but
well, here it is.
It's medium.
There it is. It's 4th down. You can't screen your way out of this. It's 4th and 7. Look for Ellis down the middle. They look. They pump fake. They throw through the middle. He's short. No, he got it. Quick bomb. It's a 1st down. They say yes, or is it no? We don't know. Was it dropped?
It looks like Ottawa is celebrating here. I don't know.
It was dropped. Let's see. Through the middle. I don't know.
I don't think it got the yardage, I believe is what happened.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Ottawa. They're just going to take a knee and win this game. 1 knee should be able to do this because they'll start the play clock a little late, and it's 40 seconds, and they take a knee here, and that's it. Yep, that's it. I'm looking at the numbers, and that should be it. Even if they get a snap, but again, they're just taking a knee. And it looks like Ottawa's going to win this game. Ottawa will win.
Oh, well, let's all collectively take a breath and allow our heart rates to return to a normal rate.
I don't know about Madison. Their heart rates are through the roof. They're about to throw something through a window.
What an exceptional finish to this game, you know. Very, very tight battle, pretty much in all respects, offense, defense, special teams, and it really came down to, I feel like, those two stops or would-be stops for Madison that never were because of the penalties. I think those really, you know, it's hard to say what would have happened if they had gotten either of those punts, but at the same time, you know, it's really what allowed Ottawa to get down the field and get those decisive points. But you look at
Ottawa goes to 2-0 and Madison 0-2. Now Madison last week, they got beat in the second half. Oh, sorry about that. They got beat in the second half. No doubt about that. But this week, it's a harder loss, though they're more competitive. But Ottawa goes 2-0. How strong of a 2-0 do you think Ottawa is?
I think really this week we saw Ottawa really demonstrating 2 things. We saw that their defense, their performance in week 1 was not a fluke. You know, that was one possible concern coming into this. You know, they were able to did a fantastic job stopping Madison's a run game, and also we saw that they weren't a fluke either with this tall ball style. You know, Dusty Rourke and Michael Knight and Gus Scott, and even Tyson Burns, and Dwayne Salmon. You know, this is a team that really, when it's firing on all cylinders, even if they're behind, can pull ahead at the very last minute. And I think that's the identity that Ottawa is going to continue to try to build around.
Well, the player of the game here should be coming up. It's going to be Dwayne Salmon, 19 for 98, 2 yards away from 100. He has 30 reception yards. You might have wondered why we talked over the highlights. Okay, it's Ellis over the middle. Those are the highlights, really. Only one touchdown in the game, 2 blocked field goals, and your final score 10-6. Again, Ottawa goes to 2-0 and 0-2 for Madison. I would say they're looking stronger, and they're not the typical 0-2 team that you just say, okay, we're playing our backups this week. Well, I want to thank you very much. This has been very good. It is. I want to thank Aiden Bleachers. Very good to work with you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Any last words?
It's a great season for football, and I hope we have many more games like this on tap.
All right, great to see everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you next week. Have a good day, and catch Netma. You got to get Netma. I love Netma. Catch Netma.